Hey everyone, how are you today? I thought I might do something a little bit different today. Instead of trying to show you how to do something or anything like that, I thought I might just process a photo. My husband watches this YouTube channel all the time of this woman that plays a game called Factorio, which he's addicted to. And all she does is these videos where she's just playing the game. And so I thought, well, I was listening to one of her videos and I thought, wouldn't it be kind of fun if maybe I did the same thing, but not play Factorio, obviously. But maybe just processed a photo. So I was in the city the other night and I got some of these, which I don't know why this pen doesn't work that well. Trying to use, and I got some great shots, some interesting shots, but there's one in particular I think I want to do. And I think it might be this one. So let's just blow it up and make sure it's in focus. It's not completely in focus. I was having a lot of trouble with images being in focus. Oh, come on. So I don't know, we'll just go with it and see what happens. Like you can see up here, if we go back up here a bit, how red that sky was. Like look at this one here, which is one I've already worked on. But it was interesting that, I don't know if you can see what time this was taken. File properties. Got the date. Do we have a time? No, it doesn't look like it. Anyway, so this other image was taken probably about an hour or so later. And it's quite interesting that if you have a look at it, you can see here how red the sky still is. So I'm going to see if I can bring that up. I mean, one of the reasons I like this image is I like this triangle effect with the river. A lot of reflections in the river. The sky could be interesting. It could be too busy, but let's just see how we go. So let's just open it up. Eventually. Okay, so because it's a raw image, obviously it's going to open in Camera Raw. So I think one of the first things I'm going to try and do is just make sure that the image is reasonably straight. And we'll constrain to crop so that it is straight. Oh dear. That wasn't meant to happen. I don't know why this happens. Anyway, because it's a smart object, I can just double click on this little icon here and I can open it up again in Camera Raw. And sometimes you press enter and it just crops the image, and then other times you press enter and it opens the image. It's like Photoshop, get your act together. Okay, yeah. So I might just try toning the highlights down. What happens if we bring up the shadows? It's not really doing a lot, is it? A little bit. Whites. Oh, that's not too bad. Put in a little bit of black. I'm wondering if we bring up the texture a bit, is that going to do anything? No. Don't really like using the clarity too much. If I just bring up the vibrance a fraction. I'm not going to worry about ISO or anything like that for this, like trying to bring it down. Can't even remember what ISO. Oh, here we go. I was using ISO 500. So it'll be okay for this. So let's just open it. It's a shame that has to be in the way. See if you can see the image change. Not bad. Now, one of the first things that I want to do is this area here with the red. So I'm going to try opening an adjustment layer. I always work in layers. I like working in layers because then if there's a layer that I've done something that I don't particularly like, I can just delete it. I don't have to try and undo it somehow or keep going back into the image. I think once you start working with layers, fantastic. Now, all I really want to do here is the red. So I'm just going to pick red. I probably should have selected just that area because it'll probably, actually, let's do that. Let's delete that. Let's get our lasso tool out. Let's just go around and let's just do this bit of the sky. Well, let's just increase it a bit. Okay, and let's feather it. Oh, I haven't turned my little keypad thing on. So we'll just feather it 100, that'll be fine, hopefully. And let's go back to this. It's a shame that this is basically on top of it. I'm going to move it and then we'll see if we can put it back later. So we just want the reds. Let's see if we can bring up the reds. Is it too much? It's not too bad. Let's try turning the layer on and off. No, I can live with that. What do you think? Now I have to try and work out how to get this back onto this thing here. There we go. Yeah, I think that works. I don't want the whole image to end up oversaturated with the reds because that wouldn't be good. We could try the yellows as well in that section. But, I mean, the thing I like about this is that when you're looking at this image, because of this V, like you've got this V-shaped thing kind of going in, and it all leads you to this sunset. So you kind of want there to be a sunset to look at. Something. Probably could have zoomed in a bit more, but yeah. Okay, so now what am I going to do? Good question. I just think this is too busy. And I think there needs to be more of a definition. So I'm going to try a couple of things here. I might just try doing it this way first. We'll do feathering, and we might just try with curves and just bring it up a bit. Let's have a look. That looks a bit better. Just wondering because the river's getting very, very busy with lots of crap on it too, so I might just try bringing this up a bit too and see what happens with this. I wonder if I should do this side as well. I don't like this tree. Again, this thing's in the way. Yeah, that's not too bad. Oh, it's just started raining again. Again, I should say. We're going to do, I've got an action for dodging, for burning and dodging. So let's try some dodging on this. We've got 17%, so we'll see if that works. And we might just try it on these trees. I don't want to bring them up too much, but I want them up a bit more than what they are. That probably works, maybe. This tree I don't like. I don't like it at all. Okay. Wondering what I can do with all of this up here. Bring in a bit more vibrancy into the image. Again, I like turning layers on and off. That doesn't seem to have done anything. Can you see anything? I can't see anything, so I just think let's just get rid of it. What's the point of having a layer there if it's not going to actually contribute to anything? Let's see. I wonder if we did like a gradient. Is that what it's called? Gradient? Yeah, gradient tool. And we just, oh, I made a mistake there. Start again. Just maybe covered these buildings a bit more in, yeah, I don't like that last one. Let's just take that off. I think that works. Also don't like this here. And I'm just starting to think this image might be just too busy. I don't know. Okay, let's try some more dodging. Let's just do some dodging on some different parts of it. Like if our goal is to get everybody to this point of the sunset, then I guess it sort of becomes how do we get people there? Like we want this to be the brightest part of the image. So maybe with this one, if we get our brush tool back and we change it so that we're using white, and now we should be using black. Maybe we can do the same thing with this layer here too. And just get rid of a lot of this stuff. Like we just want the things like I wonder if we went back up here, we did more curves, we darkened the whole image, and then used our lasso tool. Let's say we want this building and a little bit of this and some of this and maybe just a bit of the sky. We want to do, let's do 200. And then let's just bring up the curves again, just to bring up that area. Oh, that actually kind of works, doesn't it? So it kind of makes this whole area the center and the part that's of interest. And I've got to wonder, would it work if we, yeah. I wish you could stop those things from coming up all the time. If you could actually bring the, like I want it to be the same ratio. You know, some of the things, I'm using my Hoyen tablet, and sometimes the pen works and sometimes it doesn't. It's kind of frustrating. Okay, actually we might just come in from this side. Be good to get rid of that tree. Yeah, it would be good. Let's just press enter and see what we've got. What do we think? Oops. Let's try a different way of doing it. Okay, let's get our crop tool out again. Let's try initially going up this way. And maybe bringing this corner down. Do we want to bring... I'm wondering if it would be better if we brought it what do you think? I don't know. Let's make it a bit bigger so it's easier to see. I kind of like the crop version better. What if we did this? Maybe a bit more over here. Maybe we could add a mask. Let's get our brush. I need this to be smaller. And maybe what we could do is just have something lit up so that it doesn't look so it kind of balances a bit. What do you think? I actually quite like that. Just hate this boat. Well, it's not a boat, it's a bar that's been built onto the river. Remember I was talking recently about, you know, the river is for sale in Melbourne. Let's try doing some burning. What have we got? 9%. Let's see if that actually does anything. Let's make this a bit... Make it stronger. Good to just... It's not really working. If you use the lasso tool. Okay, and we did the feathering. Let's just do 100% again. And let's try bringing it down just a little bit. Well, that's a bit better. What if we went back to the burning and dodging and just make sure I always get these ones confused and tried just going over this now. I don't like this light, so let's add another layer and we'll use our heel brush tool. Just make it a bit smaller. You need to get all of the reflection as well. Kind of worked. See if we can get rid of it from the water too. Yeah, I can live with that. Don't like this bright light either. Okay. I reckon I could just about live with that. Let's have a look at it on its own. You know, you just press F and get the image on its own. I think maybe I've achieved what I was trying to achieve. Getting your eye to go to this corner here, or this convergence, whatever you want to call it, between like this bridge and the side of the river to the sunset. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to leave it there. I'll get this image ready to put in the blog post. Oh, actually, I'm just trying one more thing. It's always something. Let's see if we've got the heel brush. What if we got rid of all these lights? Just paint it over them. I mean, who's to say the building wasn't dark? Okay, I think it needs a little bit. It's a bit weird. Could be reflections. What do you think? Okay, wonder if we should do this one as well. Yeah. Okay, that's it. I thought, I've done this in Photoshop because Photoshop is predominantly what I use. I do want to get better at using On1, and so I have been looking at videos and things like that. So I think what I might try and do is maybe next week I might try and do this image in On1 Photo Raw 2023. God, that's a mouthful. But I'll leave this here for now, and we'll see what else we can get up to. Okay, thank you, and if you're still here, thank you, and please, help me out, subscribe, like the video. It does help a lot when people like and subscribe. Okay, that's it for this week. Thank you. Bye.